Okay, the battle has ended. What was a battle that turned into a rout is now a massacre. The Scots, with the English pinned all along the river of Firth to their flanks and to their rear, and with the Scottish children in front, have been annihilated. They're either dead or drowned. The bottle of Hugh de Cressingham was found. It was stripped, skinned, and supposedly his skin was turned into a belt for William Wallace. The battlefield is covered with mostly dead Englishmen, the occasional Scot, but tragically, Andrew de Moray, the aristocratic leader, has been killed. William Wallace is now sole High Protector of Scotland. The Scots are still in command of the bridge. The English, under the Earl of Surrey, knights, men-at-arms, and archers have all turned around and are fleeing south. The Scottish knights are conveniently sitting it out in the rear still. Now, this battle has several implications. One, it has now been proven that these Chilterns are superior to both your men-at-arms heavy infantry of the time and the knights. They can kill both and come off almost unscathed. So you might want to say, why doesn't everyone build Chilterns? Well, quite simply, the Chiltern still requires a strong local sense of loyalty to stand together, like the Scottish clans. No one else really has this except the Italian city-states of the north, of northern Italy, and the Swiss city-states. Hence, very few people have the cultural identity, the local cultural identity, to make Chilterns. Also, if you're an aristocrat with about maybe 1,000 knights to rule over 50,000 peasants, the last thing you want to do is start organizing everyone into a democratic armed body that can kill you. That's also at work here in this battle, is the fact that this Chiltern force is a people's army. It is driven by, if you will, Scottish nationalism. They are not going to accept English rule, as evidenced by all these English bodies all over the battlefield. This is a war of nationalism, like Joan of Arc's eventual war of liberation of France against England, of the Irish resistance to the English, of Italian resistance to German invasions. Over and over again, national identity is emerging. Also, despite the fact that Andrew de Moray and William Wallace unquestionably lead a great victory here, they are not the masterminds behind this Scottish rebellion. The true masterminds are the Scottish bishops. The Scottish Church was independent of royal rule. Scottish clergy chose its own, judged its own, taxed its own, unlike the English clergy to the south under Edward Longshanks, which were